Yeah, we must be doing something right for the end like this.
Yeah, bro. YouTube family, Facebook family, we back. Look, I have no clue what happened. Me and this dude was talking, and he was more aware than I was. So he was
uh-huh.
like, "Ken, hey, it just said the broadcast ended," and I'm like, "Yeah, that's exactly what happened because I was still cooking." But hopefully the audience can find us again. Let me um let me do a couple things and see if I can get them back. We had a pretty nice crowd too, so bear
Mhm.
with me 1 minute and let me see if I can get everybody back. Okay, somebody just jumped back, so obviously they went back to the page and found us. Appreciate you all. Man, they must knew we was about to bring some heat. They must knew we were about to bring some heat, man. So let me get back and get some people back in here. Okay, we're growing. So everybody came back.
Same
Everybody
link.
came back. Cool, man. So yeah, we were talking about coaching. This is the first time this has ever happened to me.
Wow.
just get kicked off. I mean, it wasn't my internet signal was strong. I don't know what it was, but
Oh, man.
we gonna make it do what it do. A way to merge these two videos somehow, some way. But yeah, man, coaching. How long have you been coaching for?
Man, I've been coaching for this is going on my fifth year now, man. Been coaching for 5 years now.
Does it seem like
Five
it's been that long?
Man, honestly, I feel like I just started coaching yesterday. Honestly, man, I I remember the first time I started coaching, it was different. I started off on a high school level. That was very different, because the thing is, I just had got finished playing college basketball, so I was able to really relate to those guys, and they understood the game a little bit more than I did at my age. So that felt good, man. Them guys can really play, man. So I was happy to get with a great group of guys starting off my first year, man. We went to the Sweet 16. So that was a great experience. And then the second year, we was able to go a little bit farther, go to the Elite Eight. So now that was I coached there for 2 years, and then I went over, took over a JV team over at Liberty County High School, man. So and then now I'm here at Snelson. So I mean, I love it, man. I love making that impact and making that connection with those guys on the court, man, because it's more than just basketball.
Oh
It's more,
yeah.
yeah, it's more than just basketball, man. You really got to get in their head because the thing is, you have to have the grades to be able to play, and then also you have to have great character, man. It's a lot of things that basketball teaches us to be able to incorporate in our daily lives, such as discipline, accountability. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things that can be taught from the game of basketball. So that's what I was trying to get in their heads early. So I love making that impact, man. I love making
Yeah,
that impact.
it's a lot of life lessons. It's a lot of life lessons in the game of basketball.
Mm,
That's what I was trying to tell a couple of my kids the other day. I got a kid that I coach, man. Oh man,
mm-hmm.
super talented, and they were playing, and let's just say the ref only, he could only see out of one eye. He could only see one
Oh,
half of the
man.
court.
One of those.
The kid was getting frustrated because he wasn't getting a lot of the calls and things like that.
Uh-huh.
So, at the end of the game, I sat down, I talked to him. I said, man, look, I said, we're not even gonna talk about the game. I said, the game don't
Mm,
really matter right now. You
right.
know, you guys let the referee get you out your game.
That's what you're supposed to do.
But that's a metaphor for life because when you get old enough to really start experiencing life, there's only a certain amount of things that you can control in life.
That's
And the
totally
things that you can't control, you can't let outside forces take you away from the things you can control. I say now
mm-hmm.
we couldn't control what the referee did. Absolutely, we could not get in his head. We could not blow his whistle. We couldn't do it. I said, but
Can't.
what we could do is that we could play our game the best way that we could play it.
Yes,
Once you
sir.
got to a point to where the ref got in your head that y'all stop running plays, y'all stop worrying about your assignments, y'all
Yeah.
didn't worry about your zone, you didn't think about boxing out, you got to the
Mm,
free throw line and your emotions got to the best of you.
mm-hmm.
So in life, things are gonna happen. You just got to worry, control what you can control, and everything else will take care of itself.
Yes, sir.
So I teach them not to even worry about the scoreboard. Don't
Yeah.
worry about the scoreboard. Don't worry about our record. If
Right.
we play the way that we supposed to play every game, eventually the scoreboard is going to be in our favor.
Right. That's so
But
true.
and they saw what happened Saturday. Saturday we were ahead for 3 quarters. They
Wow.
were on the verge of winning their first game. They went to the fourth quarter ahead by 3 points. And I think that the anticipation of winning was right there. They were ready to win their first game and they got nervous and they locked up. And when they locked up, the other team started playing more relaxed, more carefree, and they ended up losing by 3. But
Wow.
we getting closer. We're getting closer each and every game because they're practicing good now. They're getting their confidence. The only thing they have to do is they have to learn how to win. You have to learn how to win and learn how to close the game out. But I'm super proud of them, man. I got 10 kids. None of them have ever played basketball a day in their life.
Wow. They have
no organized sports. I put it that way.
Okay, got you. Okay.
Yeah, no organized sports. So 10 complete rookies, 10 complete guys that are absolutely new to the game. I mean, when we first got them, dude, they couldn't shoot free throws. The straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down. They get the ball and they wouldn't dribble. They just get and run with it. So now we actually look like a team. We practice like a team, and the teams that we're playing, I mean, all of them are seasoned teams where they have at least 3 or 4 kids that's played ball before.
Got you.
So we're literally trying to go this thing from scratch, man. But I definitely understand how you feel when you say, the gratification that you get out of coaching.
Yes.
I definitely feel it, and I can imagine, on that level with kids that can actually communicate it back to you.
I love it. And that's the beautiful part about it, man. Once you see they're learning, they're growing in their talent, and that you're playing a big part of them developing in their game. It feels good to see them implement it on the court, man, because that they're watching, that they're listening. So I love it. And it's so rewarding, man.
So what you got? 6, 7, 8th grade kids?
Yeah, I got 1 6th grader. I got like 5 7th graders and like the rest 8th graders. I got like 6 8th graders. Got like 6 8th graders, man. So I got a pretty talented team, man. They pretty talented. They just have to. They know how to win. They just have to work hard a little bit more, man. Because the thing is, they got the talent. They know they're talented. That's the thing about it. They know they're talented. They just have to really understand their talent, and then once they understand that and where their talent can take them, I feel like they'll take it a little bit more serious. But they at that level right now where they just feel like they got it. They feel like they know it all. But I'm teaching them how to work harder. That's all I'm teaching them, man. How to work harder, and not just basketball, but I always teach them life lessons, man. You got to work. You got to be able to work hard in the classroom. You work hard in the classroom, that's going to transfer to the court. You work hard on the court, you be able to take those tools and to be able to work hard in life. And then you work hard in life, man, you'll win. You'll win. So that's what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, and I was talking to one of our county heads in our high school, man. I was telling them just how important athletics is. We put a lot of emphasis on academics, and we should. That's why they're there. They're there to get a quality education. But you think about it this way. From a discipline perspective, well, period, your athletes are typically the most visible kids on campus.
Yeah.
And from a peer pressure perspective, or from an influence perspective, your athletes are the most influential kids on the campus, bar none.
Right.
So if you can foster a culture where your athletes are your best students, if you can get your athletes to buy into the whole education deal, get them into buying into the discipline deal, it actually makes running the school a whole lot easier, because now the kids that have the highest level of influence are actually role modeling the type of behavior that you want everybody to mimic.
Exactly. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And I've been at schools that had successful programs. I mean, that they were winning. They were putting a product on the field or on the court that was successful. The school spirit in those schools are off the chart.
Right.
And you find schools that have a high level of school spirit, in a lot of situations, actually have low discipline problems too, because everybody wants to be a part of that winning culture.
Yes.
So I know that a lot of the higher ups want to emphasize the academic part, and they should.
They should. Yep.
But those extracurriculars, man, those extracurriculars are so
Amazing.
important. They're
Yeah.
so important. And then you have a lot of kids that, and I was one of those kids that if it wasn't for extracurriculars, you would never leave within the confines of the city that you live in.
Yeah, that's true. A lot of kids, they don't travel outside of sports, man. I mean, yeah, outside of sports, they just get out when it's time to travel. So that's a very true statement, man.
Yeah, we didn't go anywhere. I mean, there was a shopping mall in Baton Rouge about 48 miles away. So I mean, we would come to the shopping mall. We wanted to buy something, things like that. But as far as just getting away and taking vacations and going to different areas and traveling like that, I mean, we
Yeah,
didn't have the economic means for that. So the only time I really left home to see other places, to see other schools, to see other communities was when we got on that bus to do whatever it was that we went there to do, and you got opportunity to travel. So those coaches, man, for a lot of kids, man, you're probably the only father figure or the only male influence that they have.
that's
So
true.
it's a huge role, man, and kudos to you for being so willing to step up in the community and make such an impact, man.
Yes, sir. I appreciate that.
I'm pretty sure I know for a fact it doesn't go unnoticed. I've seen the accolades that you've gotten since you've been coaching and teaching, man. So congratulations on all the success.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Ken. For real, man. I love it. I love what I do.
So, man, we talked about marriage, man, and how fast the calendar has flown on that too, man. How long you been married now?
2 years. 2 years,
It
man.
doesn't seem like it's been that long, bro.
It's going fast. It don't even seem like it been that long, man. It's going so fast.
So
Wow.
how's the married life, man?
Man, married life is great. It's different. Definitely different, man. Starting off, it's different, man. Starting off, but I mean, I love marriage life, man. I wouldn't have it any other way, honestly, man. I wouldn't have
And
it
it's
any
it's good to hear that because I talked about that when Pastor Murray and your mom were on about if you watch the media, if you watch television, if you listen to music right now, they make married life seem like it is absolutely the worst thing in the world to be. It is a sentence. It's like a jail sentence.
Yeah,
You got to give up your freedom, you got to give up your individuality and all those type of things. So I do all I can to show people that marriage is what you make of it. It's
right.
just like anything else. So so you guys been married for 2 years now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So question off the rip, man, what is the one thing that you have learned about yourself being married?
One thing that I learned about myself being married is that I'm very patient.
Boy, you good.
I'm very patient, man. I never understood how patient I can be when it comes to marriage, man. But I'm a very patient guy. So that's the one thing that I know about myself for sure. Off the rip, I'm patient.
Yeah. I was telling Pastor Murray and well, I think me and Charles were having a conversation one day. We were just talking, and
Mm,
somehow your name came up, and
mm.
I said, bro, Larry Jr. make it hard for a dude, bro. He said, what you talking about? I said, man, that dude like the perfect husband, bro. He bringing gifts, he showing love. I say, man, Larry Jr. make it hard for a dude, man. But you put it down, bro. You put it down. I like the fact that you're not afraid to show love. You're not afraid to express love.
Yeah.
Because in this society that we live in right now, also, man, you got so many men, and we talked about that on episode 2. You got so many men right now who don't understand the difference between masculinity and being hard.
Yeah.
Got so many dudes, man, that just want to be hard, man. No emotion, not able to express anything, poor communication skills, and masculinity and being hard are really the antithesis of each other. There's a huge difference between the two. So you do a great job, man, of being a husband and showing your wife love, man. And just looking at your mom and your dad, man, it's very easy to see where you get it from.
Yeah. I get it straight from them, man. That's they role model that in the home. So I was blessed to have both of my parents in the house and actually see them showing love to each other. So it's just so easy for me to show love to my wife, man, and just to really be there, and be that that loving husband that she's been looking for. So I mean, it's amazing, man. I'm just glad that I'm able to keep that, to be able to take from my parents and implement it in my marriage.
So I'll ask you a question that I would ask the people in my group. I like I
Mhm.
like I like to make people think sometimes.
Mhm.
So we see you as the perfect husband. I mean, all jokes aside, you put it down.
Yes,
So
sir.
as a husband, what do you think you need to work on the most? What's the one area of opportunity that Larry needs to work on as a husband?
Oh man, uh, what
Oh,
is the
I
one?
got him. I got
That's,
him.
that's a what is the one thing that I need to work on the
One
most
thing you need
as
to
a
work
husband?
on, man.
I, that's a tough one, Ken. Because I will say this. I will say this. Ken, I cook. I'm not the best cook. I'm not the best cook, but Ken, man, I cook. If I ain't cooking nothing, I go get us some food. Go buy us
Effort
some food.
matters, dude. Effort matters, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I try. You know what I'm saying when it comes time to it. But the thing is, I will say that one thing that I could do better, or one thing that I maybe
One-
trying to figure out, because the thing is, my wife, she like me to think for her when it comes to when it comes to food. Because a lot of times I try to meal prep, you know what I'm saying, to make sure I have my stuff together. But then I got to think about, because she's not into the meal prepping thing. She wants food. I can eat the same thing every day, Ken.
I
Like
can too.
I can eat chicken and rice. I can eat salmon and broccoli and rice. Put sweet potato. I can eat that every day.
You sound like me. As long as there's a rice involved, we good. We head in the right direction.
We good. We straight, man. Like, I don't have to have all that. Now the thing is, if we going out somewhere to a restaurant or anything, that's when I'm gonna try something different. I'm gonna get some. I'm gonna get I'm gonna get something nice. You know what I'm saying? Whatever's on the menu that I feel like I have a taste for. But when it comes to throughout the week, man, I'm not hard. Peanut butter and jelly. You know what I mean? Like, I'm very simple. So when it comes to that food aspect, um, she likes for me to think for her to
Yeah.
eat, and I'm not that good at that, because it's like, oh, what are we eating today? Well, I'm about to eat my meal prep. I mean, what do you want to eat? You know what I'm saying? So that's the only thing I can think of right now, man. I feel like I'm not perfect, man. I'm not perfect by far, but
You put
I
it
feel like
down,
I'm
bro.
I feel like I'm on the right track, as far as, like, being a great husband, father, man. I have flaws, but I don't think I have those type of flaws. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, that's the only thing I can think of.
So tell you what. When you get off the call tonight, ask her. I
Oh,
guarantee. I guarantee she'll have an answer for you, buddy.
listen, she gonna look. I already know she probably gonna say, "Look, she'll have something. She gonna have to come up with something. She gonna have to make it up, because
And that
she
whole
gonna.
thing about what to eat, man, that's probably the most asked question in any household between the
Uh,
hours of 3 and 8 every single day for everybody. I guarantee that.
every day, man. Every day. I'm just like, I mean, I know what I'm gonna eat. Everybody know Larry gonna be good when it come to eating, because I would eat like, I would make me a peanut butter jelly sandwich would be good. Like, but that's tough. But that's actually a tough one though, man. That's actually a tough one to really try to figure out what we gonna eat.
Yeah.
That's a tough one.
That's one of the things I do, man. I have a little pocket journal that I keep beside my bed.
Mm,
I usually get up early, and time my feet hit the floor, I start rolling. So I actually have it in my van right now. But
mm,
usually within the first couple of hours of every day, I ask myself the question, what area of my life do I need to improve upon?
right.
And I try hard not to duplicate the same question, the same answer every day. So I try to come up with 365 things throughout the course of a year that I
Uh-huh.
need to improve upon.
Right.
Yeah. And sometimes it
I'm
gets tough.
still thinking. I'm still thinking though, man. I'm still thinking.
That's gonna bother you until you figure something out.
Yeah, you got me thinking for real, man. Wow.
So,
Okay.
so we've talked about growing up with your mom and dad. We've
Mm,
talked about the teaching journey. We've talked about the coaching journey. Um, Have we talked about fatherhood yet? I don't even remember we talked about fatherhood.
Fatherhood. Nah, we didn't
No,
talk
we
about.
didn't. We didn't because I was trying to go in order. So there was marriage and a kid. Yeah. So fatherhood,
Uh,
man, bruh, talk to me, man. Like, tell me how much your life has changed and how much purpose your life have now when you look down and see somebody
mhm.
that looks just like you, that wants to be just like you. And I promise you, bro, when he gets to be about between 3 to 5,
Mhm.
your perspective about everything changes because, well, for you it may not because you a little bit different. I didn't have a dad growing up. My dad died when I was 3, so I never
Mhm.
really got to understand just how important a dad was in a kid's life.
Yeah.
But with these boys, man, I mean, they've made me better because they mimic everything I do, good,
Right.
bad, and indifferent.
Right.
So you're gonna really understand just how important it is, then, man. But just tell me, man, how much has fatherhood changed your life?
Man, fatherhood has really, really has. How can I say this? It has. It definitely has gave me a greater sense of purpose. Because, like you said, I do have somebody that's looking up to me. I have somebody that's eventually. Right now, he's a mama's boy. Right now, so he always want to be with his mama. You know what I mean? He'll spend time with me for a little bit, but then he want to go straight back to his mama. You know how that go, man. He's breastfed, so he's there.
Yeah,
He's in her pocket. So, but I do understand that there's gonna come a time to where he's always gonna want to be with me. Especially with the different things that I have going on, man. And it's only gonna go up from here, man. He's gonna want to be with me. So I'm just trying to make sure that I'm setting a stage for him to be able to take different avenues and create different opportunities for him. Right now, man, that's why I do everything that I do, man, is with purpose. I don't just jump into something because, oh, y'all offer me this, cool. Let me just go do it. Nah,
yeah,
man, it's always a sense of purpose, man. So I understand that my son is going to eventually look up to me one day and say that, hey, Dad, I want to do this, and I'll be able to give him some knowledge um, on the various things that he probably will want to do, such as sports, or if he wants to get into the political world, or if he wants to go to school or go to college, you know what I'm saying, or if he wants to be an entrepreneur, or if he wants to
yeah,
be a basketball coach, or different things like that, man. So it's different, man, and it actually has me wanting to do more because I know that he's going to want to get into a lot. So it's helping me grow. It's helping me grow because I have to hold myself accountable a little bit more,
yeah,
especially um, being that I have a son now. I mean, I can't do the things that not that I was doing anything bad before, but I can't really do everything that I want to do, and I can't be just scheduling things and doing a whole lot of other stuff, man. Because I have somebody that's wanting to. I have somebody that I have to take care of, man. So I'm a
yeah,
father. I can't do all the things. I can't go out and hang out with friends as much as I used to. I have a wife and a kid now, man. So
yeah,
life has definitely changed since she's came in my life, and especially when he's came in my life, man. All the attention's on him, and I'm taking full responsibility of developing him early, building character. You know what I'm saying? I want to teach him things at a young age, man. He probably don't even understand what I'm doing, but he's going to understand it later down the line. So it's definitely life changing. It's definitely life changing. I
yeah,
enjoy it.
man,
I enjoy
yeah,
following.
man. I tell people that, bro, and some people get it misconstrued, man. But I honestly, with everything inside of me, believe that the successes and the failures of the world eventually will fall at the feet of men and our leadership.
Mhm.
I honest to God believe that if this world is ever gonna get back in alignment, it's gonna fall. It's gonna be because men decided to step up
Mhm.
and to be leaders.
Mhm.
Um, I know everybody have their own philosophy about how they feel about that, man, but
Mhm.
I know what the books say
Mhm.
God charged men with.
Mhm.
I'm not
Yeah.
gonna get into it to get it super religious about because everybody got their own mandate about that. But the book that I read tells me that God gave man certain instructions, and part of those instructions was to lead. So I really get tired of hearing a lot of men complaining about this and complaining about that, when at the end of the day, man, we were the ones that was giving leadership. And see, you can't be a good leader and lead and take the accolades when things go well, and then when
Right.
things go bad, you want to pass the buck. If you're gonna take the good, then you take the bad too. So it's awesome to hear you have such a strong stance about making sure that your son sees a good example and that he has somebody that he can emulate and things like that. Man, I just think more men need to understand that and take that thing a lot more seriously than they do, because I know I'm 43 right now, and it took me a long time to understand my role and to understand that you're not just a man, you're a dad, and with that role of dad, man, comes a certain level of responsibility. So I preach it so hard because I've seen what happens when it's not done correctly. And
Right.
I'm not talking about anybody but me. I'm doing a
Mm,
good job at it right now. In the past, I didn't do such a great job at it, but
mm.
it's just important, man. I never got opportunity to see what manhood and what fatherhood looked like. So in that area, man, like I said, kudos to your dad for just laying a great example, and then kudos for you being as conscious as you are right now to follow that lead and be willing to duplicate it and passing it down to the next generation.
Yes, sir. I love. It's what I do, man. It's what I do.
So last but not least, man, I'm not gonna hold you. I'm looking at my ticker here, not realizing that we probably were on for about 15 minutes on the first rip before the devil got busy. Um,
Yeah.
but the mentoring part, man, the
Yeah.
mentoring part. I know even before you got your official deal going, that
Mhm.
you were doing mentoring in the church and in the schools, man. So why mentorship first of all, and then let's talk a little bit about your new venture.
Mentorship is very important, man. Like I'm in the school system. I see a lot of guys, they're falling off because they don't have that presence. They don't have that presence at the house, at the home. They don't have that example. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are not blessed to come up in a two-parent household to where you do have a dad who, is a pastor. That is teaching me. How to live right, you know what I'm saying? How to treat women, you know what I'm saying? How to carry yourself in these atmospheres, how to just debate, just how to be a great man, you know what I mean? So a lot of these kids, they're falling off, man. They're letting these rappers and social media influence them so much, and
Right, right,
it's causing them to drop off, man, and to see life differently than what they should be seeing it, man. They're relying on these people, these rappers, and these social media influences to really influence them, man. So I just want to really change the narrative around here in my community, because I see it a lot every day. So with that, and then I also have a lot of parents who come up to me all the time. Can you mentor my son? Can you be his mentor? And it's I do so much every day. It's hard for me to just focus on one person. So I'm like, you know
understood.
what? Well, if I created a mentorship program to where I'm over and I can oversee all of these young men, and I can also just have a team of people who are like-minded, who understands the vision that I'm bringing to the table. You know what I'm saying? We can make more than one impact. You know what I mean? So that's why I created this mentorship program that we have coming up this Tuesday. We're getting this thing rocking Tuesday. I'm very excited about it. I have a great response from the community. Right now, we're at 20 kids. There's going to be more that's going to want to join.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
actually going to join, but I cut it off right now at 20 kids. But I'm actually going to allow more to be a part as we go forward with it, because I already know what type of. I know that parents, they need this. They need this for their child. So we have different things lined up. People in the community is going to be a part of this. I have a full team that's just really wanted to support. I got a staff of mentors that's ready to go ahead and help mentor these guys. Everything is in place for it as far as the academics is concerned. I have the tutors. I have about 6 tutors that's going to be there to help tutor these guys.
Nice, 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 nice.
Um, I have the support of the school system. I have the support of the community leaders, the chairman, the mayor. You know what I'm saying? So everybody's getting behind this, which is very important, man. So I'm excited about it because I know what type of impact it's going to make, and I understand that it's very needed in our community, not just in our community. I wish I could do this in different communities. I wish I could reach every community in Georgia, but I can't. So I'm just focusing on right now my community and the surrounding communities to be able to make this type of impact, man. So I'm very excited about this, Ken. Very
Well,
excited
just
about it.
just do your thing in your local community, man. Of course, people, good news travels fast, so you
Yeah,
never know, man. Hinesville may just be, the test community for you to do it. You may do it in Hinesville, and somebody else may approach you, somewhere else, outside of Hinesville. You put a good team together in Hinesville that allow you to travel and do it elsewhere. So, we're gonna definitely put it out there in the atmosphere, man, and let God do what He do with it, bro. I think
yes, sir.
in times like this, man, we need it, bro. We need people to be able to be around positive influences, and
Mhm.
because TV and internet, kids have what seems like unlimited access to it,
Yeah,
and unfortunately,
yeah,
a lot of the things that they see on the internet, a lot of things they see on television are not positive. We
yeah.
talked about that in my group the other day about how, when I was growing up, man, to see somebody kiss somebody on TV that was like wow.
Right.
To hear
Yeah,
to hear the word damn on TV,
yeah.
that was like, you only heard those type of words like on HBO and stuff.
Right,
But
right.
now,
Every
you can
free
go to
access.
yeah, you can go to Cartoon Network, like, man, Cartoon Network at about 11 o'clock, man. Cartoon Network goes straight X-rated.
Yes, yes, yeah. No, for real. Like it's crazy, man. Like these kids are so it's bad because I didn't have like even with me, man. Coming up, I didn't have that type of access to all of these things that these kids have access to now,
Yeah.
and it's really getting into their heads, and they're off, man. I'm in there every day. They're off. Even when it comes to the young ladies, man, they're allowing the social media influence. It's not just somebody asked me the other day, can I open up a program for young ladies? I'm like, wow, like I can do that. You know what I'm saying? But right now, what I'm saying, my focus is on the whole community. But right now I'm really focused on the guys. But that kind of opened my eyes up to, man, like, wow, what I'm saying, I should do that. I should open up something for the young ladies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I just want to reel these kids back in, man, from what they're seeing on social media and the influences that's around them to be able to make something positive of themselves. So that's my goal. That's my target audience right now, as far as this mentorship is concerned. So I'm just ready to make this impact, man, to kind of get to reel the community, the guys in the community back in.
Well, kudos to you, bro. Kudos to you, man, because it's so hard, man. Like when we were young, all you had to worry about was just controlling the TV. If you could
Mm-hmm.
keep them off the HBO, off the Showtime, and things like that, you were fine. But
Yeah.
now you got the TV, you got kids with cell phones, they got tablets, they got
Right.
computers, and once you go on the internet, man, you can find anything you're looking for and
Anything.
then some. and
Anything.
and now the kids are so advanced that even kids 2-3 year old know how to work the computer, know how to work tablets, know how to work computers and stuff. So
Yeah.
we got to get them early and be cautious of what they watch, man, even though it has become very, very hard to
Mm-hmm.
monitor what these kids watch because it's everywhere now.
Everywhere. It's everywhere. It doesn't matter. It's everywhere. They're gonna find it. They're gonna get access. They have iPads, man. We're in the school system. They have iPads.
Yeah.
I mean, they're limited to what they can see on there, but they find a way to jailbreak it or something like that, and they're still getting access to these things, man. So it's crazy, man. It's crazy, Kim. But you know what? Everything that we're doing right here with the Lights Out brand, is to kind of be able to get their attention to where that they can understand that, okay, hey, look, I mean, yes, these things are out here, but we do have you have a positive thing that's going on to where it can kind of reel you back into direction to that you can create different avenues to be successful in and just to go in a positive direction. So that's what we're all about, man. So that's what I'm excited about, man. We need it. We need it.
Yeah,
We need
for sure, man. And look, if there's anything I can do to help you out, man, I know I'm hundreds and thousands of miles away, but
it. Yeah.
if there's
Where you
anything that I can do to help you with your brand, I'm in Louisiana.
Oh, wow, you that far? I didn't know you was that far.
Yeah, I'm actually between Baton Rouge and New Orleans. I'm like halfway between Baton Rouge and New Orleans.
Okay, I did not know you was that far. Okay, wow.
Yeah.
Okay,
So if you need anything, man, we have a t-shirt company here. We got an embroidery company here. So if
for
there's
sure.
anything that we can do, man, to help you out with this amazing venture, man, please feel free to reach out to us, man.
I sure will, man. Speaking of that embroidery, man, we're gonna talk. I think I need to get some polo shirts made.
Let's
So
do it,
we'll
bro.
talk.
Let's do it, man. Look, man, it's been a joy, bro. It's
I
been a
enjoyed
joy,
it.
man. We need
Enjoyed it.
we need to do this again, bro.
Whenever you're ready, hey, for real, all you gotta do is just hit me up, Ken. I don't mind supporting this, man. This is a great thing that you're doing. You're putting different people out there to be able to, talk about, what they have going on. So I'm all about it. I'm here
Let's chop up after Tuesday, man, to see how everything went. I'm very eager to hear how your official launch went. And
for
like I
sure.
said, if there's anything that we can do to help you with that, man, just by all means reach out to us.
I sure will. I sure will. I'll be having some content on that probably on that Thursday. You'll see something on Facebook.
Okay, good deal, man.
Yes,
So,
sir.
man, appreciate you, man. Any closing words to the audience before we let you go?
Everybody have a good night. Y'all be safe. Get some rest. That's all I got, man. Look, because that's what I'm about to do. I'm about to go lay up in this bed. I already took a shower. All I gotta do is just put my do rag on, and go to sleep. That's all I gotta do.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for having to chop this up into two videos. I have no clue what happened. Still trying to figure it out. All my signals are good, so I have no clue what happened, but we still made it. I think we still had an excellent interview. We
Yes, sir.
had great engagement from everybody. So, look, I appreciate you all for rocking hard with me as you do. Leaving, exiting, go ahead and do this, guys. One more time. Go ahead, subscribe to the channel. This is what we do on the average 2 nights a week. We're either doing individual interviews or we're doing panel discussions. And dude, I gotta get you on one of my panels, man.
Get me on there. I'm there. I'm there. I got you.
We either do individual interviews like this or we do panel discussions. Where with the panel discussions, we may have a couple topics, and our whole goal is just to get people's perspective. We're not trying to convince anybody of any particular perspective. We simply want to have the conversation and just let people express how they feel about it. So go
Sir.
ahead, subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and show this video some love by hitting the like button. Once again, share it with anybody that you think would like this information, and then hit the notification bell, hit all, so that you can become notified of anything that we do. So, guys, that is it for our episode tonight of Conversations with Ken. That's the guy. That's the showstopper. That's the trendsetter himself, Mr. Larry Murray.
Yes, sir.
Larry Murray 2.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna have to get used to that, man. We can't call you Larry Jr. no more.
Man, people still call me. I still go by Larry Jr. Like
It'll never go away.
it's not gonna go away. I'm gonna still go by Larry Jr. That's what everybody call me.
So once again, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you all for checking in with us, man. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel so you know when we're gonna have our next conversation with Ken. Right now, we are scheduled to do our next show this Tuesday coming. I think it's February the 1st, February the 2nd, something like that. But we're gonna have another amazing guest with an amazing testimony that we're gonna talk to on Tuesday. So until we see you all again, we bid everybody a good night, and we will see you all again soon. Appreciate you all for rocking with us.
Appreciate you, Ken.
Yes, sir.
Sir.